Hi there, guys. Okay, um, a little bit of I don't know if I'll do a whole video about it eventually one day, but uh, things are going so well. I mean, really. Um, I moved. I got a very nice place for my small family and I. Um, that's big for a reason that I haven't really gone into, but it's great. Things are good. I have things are going great on the job. I actually had a meeting this morning um, that I was hoping actually would be canceled, and lo and behold, I look on my text messages, and my director had to um, cancel. So it's great. So I don't have to go into work at all today. And I got, I have the basics. Everything is not fully together. And, you know, we're here and we have the basics, and I haven't decorated and done everything like I'm going to do, but it is so good. It's quiet, it's peaceful, it's comfortable, um, and it's freeing, you know. Um, but yeah, I might kind of go into that because it's a story that actually probably needs to be heard. Because not only is it a story, it's something that would probably encourage and help some other people, on how to, just kind of hang in there. But anyway, today's video is I want to talk today about leaving the 3D realm and 3D people in the 3D realm. Now, as many of you know, we have entered a new conscious phase. Hopefully, at least those who listen to me realize and understand this, Um, if you don't know it and if you haven't realized it, it should be that you at least feel it. You at least feel it. You hear the talk. You hear people talking about poverty consciousness. You hear people talking more about consciousness, period. And how to, going to that higher realm, going to higher levels of consciousness, getting deeper in consciousness and everything. First thing I want to say in this video that I'm planning on not making long, but y'all know how I do, is that we need to be very, very careful about confusing knowledge and know-how, and someone who's reading books and some people who are just getting and gathering information for consciousness. We have to be very, very careful about that, especially those of us who are, we're all still growing, but some of us are at higher levels. And if you're new and if you're, kind of just awakening and so forth, you have to be very, very mindful not to get tricked and not to get confused even by those who are just knowledgeable. And because you will take that for the fact that they really are a conscious being or really are a conscious person. And there is a way to find out. There is a way to know. And one of the ways to know is that, yeah, you read books. Yeah, you have understanding of the things that you read. Um, but is your life reflecting it? That's one of the main clues to know whether or not a person has really reached a certain level of consciousness. Now, I'm not, even with consciousness, there are different levels to consciousness. There are those who, some people are up here, some people are still down here, but they're growing. That's the thing with consciousness. It's the fact that you're still growing, that you're not getting stagnant, you're not being stagnant. It's an ever growing, ever learning part of your life, part of your being, part of who you are. And so, you know, you don't want to get confused, because this consciousness is so sadly become a movement. Consciousness has become a joke, really. It's a game, it's profit. And it is used. Sadly, it's used. It's used to trick people. A lot of these conscious men, which I'm not getting on that uh, particular subject today, but there are so many conscious men and brothers who, if you want to call them brothers, who are using their knowledge, their know-how, their so-called consciousness to get women, to pimp women, to take advantage of women. And these are women who really are trying, and who really are, they're trying to grow, they're trying to understand, they're trying to, but here's another clue with consciousness. Consciousness, you really can't learn consciousness. Let me clarify that. You can read books, you can learn things, and I encourage that. Read everything, but you can't teach a person how to be conscious. And there are people who are trying to teach people how to achieve consciousness. Consciousness really is like breathing. You can't teach somebody, you know, you can't teach that to someone. It's either going to come, and that's it. That's just really the bottom line. So many of these people are out here selling consciousness, but really what they're doing is they're reading books, they're reading and gathering and putting things together and get a little bit from this and a little bit from that and finding this out and whatever, and they're going and making you think that they're some super power charged astral being, and they're not. They're just reading. When you are really a conscious person, you're going to get it from the universe. You're going to get it even when you read books, and when you gather information. It's not going to be just that. You're going to get so much more. You're going to get so much more. You can call it being downloaded. You can call it whatever, the ancestors giving it to you, the universe giving it to whoever, but it's not going to be just that. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to, when you're really speaking and talking to a consciously enlightened person, it's not going to be same old rhetoric that you're seeing on Facebook, same old rhetoric that, everybody knows this already. No, it's going to be some new, updated, information from the universe or whomever that no one else knows. It's going to be fresh. It's going to be new. It's going to be to you. Like I say, yes, I read a lot. I look at things. I look at videos. I look at everybody. I listen to everybody, because I've learn that everybody has something to tell you. Everybody has something to give you. Even if it's bad, negative information, then you know to not to do this. Just stay away from this. You know, all the information that you get is not going to be good, wonderful, and uplifting. Some of the stuff that you get may be bad, negative, and but you take that, eat the meat throughout the bones, as they say. So this is why I say you can learn something from everybody, either what to do or what not to do. Everybody has information. Everybody has some information. So, but yeah, bottom line to what I'm telling you, don't allow um, 3D people and people who are jumping on the conscious bandwagon, trying to, slip in through the side door, because that's exactly what they're doing when you are just reading and gathering information from this, and somebody else said this and you just regurgitating all of that, trying to act like you're spiritually enlightened. You're sneaking in through the back door is what you're doing. You're not really truly, I mean, some of these people really don't want to be consciously enlightened. I was speaking to someone about that, where you have people who like the 3D realm because they've mastered it. They know the manipulation, the lies. I mean, these are the things, these are the low level energies and frequencies of the 3D realm. And we know that the 3D realm is about all of that. How to manipulate, how to get over low level, low frequency type behavior. And so there are a lot of people who have mastered that. There are just a lot of people who they like it because they it's like they got this. I know how to use the 3D realm to my advantage. And so they're not trying to go higher. They're not trying to connect with the universe, connect with the earth, connect with people, treat people right, do people, live in a better way. This is what 5D and higher realities is about. When you are on that 3D level, have a 3D mentality, you're the liar, the manipulator, you're the one who have, learned how to steal money from the company, and, it benefits you, and you know how to take advantage of people and all these type things. These are the lowest level of energies are able to thrive in the 3D realm. And as you get higher, you're going to have to start connecting with people. You're going to have to start loving people, treating people differently. You're going to have to start connecting with nature and animals and insects and, aquatic life and everything, that because you realize that these are the things that make everything function. It's not about you, what you can get, what you can gain, how you can get over, and me, mine, and myself, and selfishness. Is not about that. The higher you get into the other realms and higher levels of consciousness, it's not about that. So, as I say, there are so many who have mastered the low frequencies of the 3D realm, and they don't want to go any higher because it works for them. This is what they do to that's how they have done it. So don't let people fool you like that, but just know that they aren't going to make it. I mean, that stuff is done and over with, and that stuff can only last and work for so long, as you have. It's kind of like a new company coming and taking over your company. New personnel, new bosses, new directors, new everything coming to your job. You've been there 5-6 years doing things the way that you have been taught to do them. Well, people come in with all their people, whole new office staff, whole new company, doing things completely different, and they change everything. Well, You've mastered the old way of the company. You know how to do this, you know that, you know the rules for the old company, you know how to make it work, you know. But um, you know, when this new company comes in and takes over, everything has to be done their way. Well, you can only continue to do it the way that you've always done it before somebody's going to pull your coattail and be like, okay, well, you know, we don't do such and such anymore. Well, you know, this is not what we're, you know, we don't do that anymore. This is what we're doing now. No, and you can defend your position. You can say, well, this is what I do. This is what I know. This is how I know to do it. Bottom line is you're going to have to get with the program and get with the new uh, uh, way of doing things, or really truly you're going to be out the door. You know what I'm saying? They even have new uniforms, you know, and you're still coming to work every day in that old uniform. Eventually somebody's going to be like, do you have a new shirt? You know, let me get you one, you know. But it's a fight and it's a battle because you don't want to get rid of, or you don't want to stop doing what you have always done. And these are people who are happy with that, you know. But the new says get with the program or get out. And this is what 5D reality, 5D consciousness is doing to people. People are dying. People are killing themselves, committing suicide. I mean, because they can't get with this new way of life and of living, and the way that the earth is carrying herself, and this new divine feminine energy that has now or is coming more into showing herself more on the planet. A divine feminine energy has always been here. It's just really been so suppressed by all of the male dominated and you know male way of doing things, thinking, living, everything, patriarchy, all of this from the 3D realm. And now it's coming a time to where, you know, male and female is going to have to work together. You know, I mean, the divide is so, oh my God. Male and female right now, and I'm not just talking about black people, because when you start raising your consciousness, it becomes more than color. You understand that color, race, all this stuff is just a tool that has been used for an advantage. But male and female, period, are just completely divided. I mean, you seriously have men who, because it's a woman or a woman boss or whatever, they just will not work with her. You know, same thing with a lot of women. You have a lot of women who have such a hate and animosity and so forth with men, for men, you know, that they're just not, you know, I'm just not going to hear it, you know. So it's a divide, and what 5D and higher realms of consciousness tells you and lets you know is that you're going to have to work together, male and female. This is not all about just divine feminine energy. No, it's not about that. Masculine energy is very much needed, but we need to work together now. You know, in order to make the planet great, to help the planet to heal herself, we're going to have to work together. It can't just be all male, can't just be all female. I mean, you have a lot of females who think they're conscious as well, and who, you know, are thinking, they keep hearing this divine feminine energy, whatever, um, activation, or whatever, being here more prominent on the planet, and they're thinking, oh, it's our time to get back at men. Oh, y'all did it y'all way, now we finna do it our way. It's not about any of that. That shows right there that you aren't conscious. Just as many unconscious females as there are unconscious males out here. And my point to you, who are moving into the higher realms of consciousness and trying to go higher and have more understanding, don't let them fool you. Do not let them fool you, trick you, any of this. Whatever you need to know, you're going to get it from in here. The universe will speak to you. The universe will talk to you. The ancestors will speak to you and talk to you. Your spirit guides, will speak to you and talk to you yourself. Will speak to you and talk to you and give you that wisdom, knowledge, and know-how and information that you need. You don't have to look to brother so and so or this sister, or I only listen to her. I'm only going to follow her. We have to be careful um, in another way, because we don't want to start making conscious people gods. It's not about that either. That worship, 3D realm. We worship politicians. We worshiped ministers and pastors and everything, anybody who we felt or thought had more information, knowledge, or know-how than us. We would almost make them gods. We can't do that. We can't do that. You can get it from yourself. You can get it from the universe yourself. You can get it from a book. You can get it. It's free access right now. You can create and build your own life, your own destiny. This is the beauty of 5D. You don't have to stop and sit and wait on somebody else. You don't have to, oh well, these people got it, now I can't have it. And the old way of people getting over and lying and stealing and conniving and stepping on other people to make things happen for themselves. You now have the power to create your own reality and to get what you want by living divinely. Now how that is done, it's, that would be a whole nother video, because it's done in so many ways. It's done, the bottom line, the key: don't hurt people. Treat people right. Do people the way that you want to be done. And just live it and walk in it. Believe in yourself and know yourself, and know. Just know. It's even more than believing. It's knowing. You know what I'm saying? Erasing that doubt and everything. But I'm gonna cut the video off here right now. I just wanted you all to understand. Do not let these people who have book knowledge and these people who are smart. There are a lot of smart people out there. Don't let smart and know-how and those who seek knowledge from books and so forth fool you and trick you into thinking that they know all of this, and you start following them and get yourself all caught up into something. Because the issue with getting yourself all caught up into something is that sometimes it takes years to recover. Sometimes it takes so long to get out of bad situations. Trust yourself is what I'm trying to tell you. Trust yourself. You're not going to lead yourself astray. So many people have other motives. Most people seriously are out for themselves. Most people are going to do what benefits them and what is profitable for them. And most people are really, if it comes down to you and them, it's going to be you. You're going to get the short end of the stick, and they're going to use you for that stepping stone. And I'm not saying that to be mean, ugly, or whatever. I'm just giving you just straight reality, because that's the 3D mindset. And that's where a lot of people still are. And these people might be in your life. These people might be in your family. These people might be the ones that you are actually surrounded by, either by circumstance or by your choice or whatever. But in order for you to grow higher, to get higher, to achieve higher, to do better for yourself, you're going to have to get away from those people and get away from those type of influences, because they're going to affect you. Don't ever think that you're so high and consciously minded that stuff can't touch you anymore. No, it can. It absolutely can. And you don't want it to stagnate your progress. You don't want it to, you don't want people to talk you out of what you know. If you're hearing from the spirit and you're getting things and information from higher realms, trust it, believe it, trust yourself, believe yourself, you know, and don't let these people who you're used to being around and people who are still in 3D mindsets talk you out of what you're being told and given, you know. This is their purpose. And really they don't know any better. They don't know anything else. That's what they do. So best thing for you to do is just get away from them. Just get away from them the best way that you can. I know sometimes circumstantially it's not always feasible, but speak to the universe. Talk to the universe. You know, you can create yourself a new space. It might take some time, but it can be done. You know. So, you guys, um, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And until the next video, we'll see you next time.